Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the 36th Cinch National Finals of Team Roping right here at the fabulous Will Rogers Complex, Fort Worth, Texas. I have with me today Miss Kim Thomas, Director of Events, basically, for Succeed Equine, our official digestive health supplement. Kim, good to have you.
Thank you. Good to be here.
So, you guys are fairly new to our little world.
Yes.
But not new in terms of the equine world.
No, I'm actually the one that kind of brought them into the rodeo type world. We started out with the WPRA, with the barrel racers, because that's kind of my background, and I was actually a director in the WPRA at that time. And the way I got involved with Succeed was they sponsored our circuit finals, and they also gave all of our girls products. So that kind of was their start. And then it just developed into going to more barrel races, and then we kind of got that market saturated pretty good. So then we got into the national finals, and we've got some contestants. You know, we got barrel racers, we got breakaway ropers, we got team ropers, we got calf ropers.
But basically it started with 12 girls at a circuit finals.
Yes, it did.
So kind of talk about your background in that barrel horse world that gives you some street cred in the performance horse industry. Like, you've done some things.
Oh, yeah. I bought my card in 1980. I've won 2 world championships. One was the BFA World Championship, which is a futurity type deal. And then I actually won the WPRA, what they used to call the, it was all the circuits met together at Lazy E, and we all competed with each other. And that was, like, I'm old, so it was back when Christy Peterson and those girls were there.
Oh, gosh.
It was super, yeah, they all went to the NFR, and I won.
Rachel Millimakis and Christie's.
Yeah, I won it. And so that was those are probably the 2 big highlights. I mean, I've won a lot of futurities. I've won a lot of rodeos. I worked for Judd Little. I trained Dinah's Plain Special, the mother of JL Dash to Heaven. I've been in the industry over 40 years. I've trained horses for over 40 years. And I'm about to be 67. So 3 years ago, after being involved with Paula Dorsey through the WPRA, she offered me a job, and I thought, it's time for me to quit riding horses. This is a great opportunity. I believed in the product. I knew it worked because I was already using it. And so for me, it's sharing information. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm trying to help you and your horses. And it's great because we came here last year, and I think we had to beg people to sign up last year. It wasn't easy. It wasn't fun. And this year I had a young man come up and the very first day we're here, and he said, "Ma'am, I want to just come by and thank you." He said, "I won some of this last year roping," and he said, "It was a game changer for my horse." And he said, "I have 7 head of horses on this now." So that's a win. And then I had another friend of mine that is actually a barrel horse trainer, and she has all her horses. She's got a customer that brought her horses. One kicked in the trailer horrible. One wouldn't go in the arena. She put both them on Succeed in 30 days. There was no more trailer kicking. There was no more not going in the arena. So hearing things like that and hearing people's success stories, and I've given away a few tubes here. People come to me and say, "My horses aren't eating. Can you help me with that?" And I'm like, "Yes, ma'am. I'll give you 6 tubes." They come back and go, "Oh my gosh, she's already eating." I'm like, "Yeah." So it's the real deal. It's so many supplements are kind of like Band-Aids to a problem. Our product heals and
actually
prevents them from coming back. It fixes the problem. It really, truly does.
Well, and that's important whether you're training them, whether you're trying to maintain them.
Yes.
You having done this for over 40 years, I'm sure that you have noticed a huge difference in especially in the young horses with the stress that they're under.
Yes.
When you're training them to take them to a futurity that's a bigger deal, you get there and they're not supposed to have been run usually at a bigger type event. And how does that, especially coming here, a lot of these guys they'll qualify at their local jackpots back home, but you come here and there's a lot happening.
Yeah, there is. I get it.
So kind of talk about how that gut health just.
Well, what happens is when a horse gets stressed, those proton pumps in their stomach come on and they start dumping acid into the stomach. and you're on your horse riding it around, and he's not eating. Or horses are grazing animals; they're supposed to eat all the time, and we use them for performance horses. And that's why, back in the day, we didn't give ours any hay, any water, 2 hours. Now you want them to eat whenever they'll eat. If they're munching on a hay bag, that's the best thing for them. But what happens, you get on them, you tack them up, you get on them, start riding them around, and those proton pumps are dumping acid in, and it burns. If you've ever had heartburn really bad, I've had it to the point that I thought I was having a heart attack before.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes horses are that way, and they can't focus, they can't think. Like signs, people say, what signs? On barrel horses, a lot of barrel horses don't want to go the ride. They don't want to turn the first barrel. They won't want to catch a ride behind lead. My husband had a rope horse that they pretty much abused to try to make him work. 90 days on Succeed. He's a totally different. Now, we had to build some confidence back because he got in a lot of trouble, but he had a gut health problem, and they were trying to whip him out of it.
Well, yeah, just trying to ride them through it like, I'll walk it off.
Yeah, and you can't train pain.
No.
You can't train pain. And when horses are uncomfortable, and like the more anxious they get, the more the acid pumps go. It's just
And there's some horses that's just how they're wired. They're going to be hotter, so they're going to need extra help. Like we've all had the horses like, this is my job. I love doing it.
Yeah, there's some that you could feed straight sweet feed to, which
Absolutely.
is too much sugar, and they're going to go work, but not many.
Yeah.
And the way we breed them now, with a lot more fire to them, and we made them more sensitive, I think, than they were like in the old days.
Well, and they're all going to work because that's what they're bred to do, and they truly do love it. Otherwise, they'd quit working. Like you and I both know that. As soon as the horse is done, you better find something else for him to do and just love on him, pet on him. But if you can make him feel good, that's the biggest part of it right there. Whether you're going up and down the road or, honestly, this is harder on a lot of these horses than the people that are traveling because those horses are seasoned. These ones, they're used to being in their own pen or their run or their pasture.
You interviewed Wesley and Tyler last year, and they were like, we come here and spend $3,500 in entry fees. Why would we not spend $5 a day on our horses?
Right. That's inexpensive.
It is, and that's about what it costs you.
When the return is your horse giving
and
you
like,
everything that they've got.
They don't go anywhere without it.
No.
That little black horse of Wesley's, he had to have Succeed. He didn't miss anything because they told me we sold him, but we sent Succeed with him and said, you better keep him on this.
Oh, that's funny.
It is funny.
Who else do you have on your pro team? I know you've got some calf ropers, some barrel racers, Wesley and Tyler, obviously.
Yeah, we just added Jonathan Torres this year.
Oh, yeah. You got to help them pain heel horses out. Sorry, Jonathan. I love that horse. I just had to give you a little heck.
Yeah, Jonathan's been really good. He actually called Paul and said, man, I love your stuff. Is there any way to get a sponsorship? We have Haven and Shelby are on our team. We have, who else? Oh, Zach. Why can't I think of his name right now? He's a calf broker. Youngblood. Love that kid.
Oh, yeah.
He's been using it for years and years and years.
Yep.
He was the only rodeo competitor we had on because his dad is friends with our owner. They've known each other a long time. But he's a great advocate for it. He loves it.
Yeah. That's the thing. Is like these guys aren't going to use it if it doesn't work.
No, if they don't know about it or they've never tried it. And we have a program called our Succeed Challenge.
Yeah.
And it's a discount. It's discounted. You get 90 days of product, and you can buy it for $315, which is about getting a free box.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't help your horse, we'll give you your money back. I mean, who does that?
So how do you sign up for that?
You can do it online. You can go on our website and just put in Succeed Challenge, and it'll pull it right up. And you have to do a little registration, and then you order it. And we usually, it goes out pretty quick, and you get it in a couple days. But if you want to try it risk-free, that's the way to do it.
That is absolutely.
Yeah.
And you've got nothing to lose when it's just your horse's health. and it's either going to work or it's not.
It's
going
to
to work.
Your feed bill in half too, because like my horses, we've got 1,400 pound rope horses, and they get a scoop of grain twice a day.
Right.
Where before they were getting 2.5 scoops twice a day.
Well, and that's the other. Like I've got one that's an easy keeper. He's a lot like me, round, sound, and low to the ground. And then I got one that he's older. He takes some feed, and like if you can keep their guts right and their teeth good.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The teeth thing's big too.
So, man, you guys have been in business over 20 years.
Yeah.
So I mean,
we're a smaller company.
But the science is like you, performance people, vets, and nutritionists,
yeah,
all come together with y'all.
Yep.
So, would I see that one of the actual people that they worked with was like from Ireland or something?
Oh yeah, our overseas people are awesome.
That performance horse deal is huge over
Yes.
there. I've got some friends that do sponsor some events.
Yes. But no Western events. It's all racing
Right.
and English. Yeah.
She'll go over there to England and some of those jumping, like the eventing. I want to go.
Yep.
Because
it's elegant.
Those guys, they're putting their horses through it too.
Yeah, they are.
It's strenuous. It's just as strenuous as this is. I guarantee you.
I believe that too.
So, how else can they get Succeed product?
Well, a lot of retailers, we don't sell it. We sell our challenge. That's the only
Okay.
thing that we market.
Okay. That's cool.
Everything else comes from a retailer.
Okay.
So most of the places around here, Tuskegee carries it, NRS carries it. You can get it on Chewy,
Okay.
Smart Pack.
And surely there's a dealer locator on the website.
There's a dealer locator. One of my best retailers is Equimart, right there on 35, going towards Oklahoma City.
Okay.
They ship for free. They're really good to work with. They're one of I got them on as a retailer, and they're very, very good. Very good customer service, and they keep product updated and fresh, and they're good.
I got you. What is that website?
Our website?
Yes.
I just put Succeed Equine in there, and it
That
pops right
that
up.
was what I put in there too. So that just must be it. Use the Google machine, Succeed Equine. You'll find it.
You will.
Absolutely. There's a bunch that comes up. So, well, Kim, thanks for joining me this afternoon talking about it.
Thanks for having us.
Pretty awesome to have you guys back, and just looking forward to many years to come. All the horses that this is actually going to do great things for.
Yep.
So,
It's all about the horse.
absolutely, every horse at its best,
That's correct.
and when they're at their best, it's easier for you to be at your best.
That's correct.
So, big thank you to Kim Thomas, Succeed Equine, the official digestive health supplement of the USTRC. We'll be back here we've got 2 more opens today, so we'll be back with those champions in just a little bit. You can check out all of the action on ropin.com. This is Brian McNamee, EQN Sports.